Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. Now that I got you with me, and the mood is fine, now that I got you with me, now we can shine. Over the mud, over the mountain, under the flood, under the fountain. Project the Buddha of the basin now.
Exploring the Matrix, Chapter 4, Completing the Circuit, the Return to Source. And so, the circuit is complete. We began our journey wandering through the historical debris of our solar system, tracing the cosmic warfare of Maldek and Mars, navigating the loops of the Gnostic prison planet, and standing before the towering mountains of ancient philosophy. We looked squarely at the synthetic lattices of the artificial matrix, refusing to shrink back from the cold realities of the world. But we do not close this transmission standing at the base of those mountains looking up. We close it from inside out. The Alchemical Blueprint. This final chapter is indeed the anchor. By tracing the ultimate thread of consciousness from macroscopic and macrocosmic exopolitics down into the cellular architecture, we have uncovered a unified design. We have the Hara axis intent. We have the plasma ignition of oxygen and nitrogen, or nitric oxide and oxygen, along with hydrogen peroxide. We have the theta wave and the cerebral spinal fluid pump. We have the third ventricle rebirth, and we have the cortical rewire of areas 1 through 3 and 36 through 39 in the somatosensory/parietal occipital junction of Brodmann's area. The bottom line is you and I, we are not a mistake. We are not random biological accidents generated by a mechanistic assembly line. Nor are we helpless prisoners doomed to repeat cycles of amnesia at the hands of a predatory demiurge. The universe left an emergency override mechanism written directly into your lungs, your blood, and your brain's internal ocean. Breathing the shield into place. When you step away from this microphone, away from these concepts, and back into your physical reality, remember the sovereignty protocol. You do not have to fight the matrix with its own tools of anger, division, or fear. The moment you lock your vertical Hara axis, slow down your breathing, and drop into the calm, non-linear flow of theta awareness, You light up the internal cold plasma chamber of your lungs. You mix nitrogen and oxygen of this earth to create a biological flash of light, erasing the synthetic hexagonal scripts, resetting your cellular water lattices, and flooding your third ventricle with the fluid electricity of the one infinite creator. You physically rewrite the cortical maps of your brain, casting off the old metaphors of victimization and stepping into the living reality of your own divine architecture. The irreversible blessing. Like the ancient blessing of Isaac, once you collapse this coherent template of love and unity into your body's water and record it onto your cellular magnetites, it becomes an irreversible cosmic law within your field. It cannot be taken back, it cannot be unsent. The Orion group and the architects of the lower matrix can only govern a mind that agrees to its own enslavement. The moment you remember who you are, the machinery breaks down, the quarantine dissolves, the illusion fades away. So thank you for walking with me down this path today. Thank you for your full-throated, full-hearted, vociferous dedication to the truth. Stand tall, anchor your line, breathe the plasma, and command the wave. You are free. The matrix is resetting all around you. So the important thing to remember here is that what we are calling prana or chi has been studied now in the laboratory in nitrogen and oxygen, which are the two primary components of the air we breathe. They can become, within the cold chamber of our lungs, two different types of electrically reactive plasma. And plasma is the fourth state of matter. It's a gas in which we can have these distinct electrical and then positronic or proton flows. We can have positive and negative charges sort of mapped and almost braided together within this plasma. We can have alternating loops. Okay? So we understand that breathing generates this plasma. And this plasma can relate back the positrons that are not that are in this world but not of it, so to speak. That are the little Christ ions waiting to be harnessed, that are free. But you need they're almost like the tachyon energies of time travel. Because you have the electrons, the earth is giving us free electrons. The earth is negatively charged. As we bring these electrons up the dantian, above the pelvic basin, the sacral basin of the sacrum, we begin to charge our body and we resettle the pelvic floor to get the sacrum to vibrate. And then that vibration affects the water there in the pelvic basin. It helps us to relax these pelvic nerves and relax these muscles of the inner thigh, these levitator muscles and these splenic nerves. And finally, to regain control of the pelvic floor by shifting over to a left eye gaze and then allowing that breath to fall back into our belly. We really can enter creator mode by connecting our tongue to the roof of our mouth. This will activate the pineal pituitary to gut axis. The pericardial sac, the perineum, and the tongue are all made from one piece of fascia, one piece of tissue. There are three parts that orient this conception vessel down the front line of our bodies, which we work on with the Qigong. And our hands follow this flow. Do we bring our hands back to our hips, back to the kidneys, this area which is ruled by Libra in the body, where the energy is converted, the electrical energy is transduced into a sine wave that goes up the spine and into heat that activates these chakras, these iron oxide macromolecules, getting them to spin, getting the equilibrated proton spin to allow consciousness to unite the heart rate variability with the pineal pituitary sort of master cylinder of the brain. Let the hypothalamus begin to heat up the body's core temperature with an inherent mix of oxytocin and dopamine as we bond, as we explore our own body and bond with our own body. We begin to generate feelings of love and belonging because, of course, we belong in our own bodies. And this is, again, how we get from survival mode to creator mode. We have to bring this charge up to the heart, up from the area of the body ruled by Brahma, up to the area ruled by Vishnu, the preserver, where the earthly chi mixes with the heavenly chi in the lungs and heart, where this cold fusion, if you will, can take place. So we get the nitrous oxide. And as we breathe out through our nose and breathe in through our nose and say Om, the nose will actually generate nitric oxide, which is laughing gas, to bring us more intense joy and a higher state of awareness. Om. It will also allow that vagus nerve to transmit that signal of relaxation response back down to the abdomen. The abdomen continues to make dopamine because we're consciously doing it, and it's a goal-oriented state. It's regaining homeostasis and realigning to the theta wave of the brain, 4 to 6 cycles per second, which is the nourishing wave of cerebral spinal fluid going up the back body. And then to the fourth ventricle, the third ventricle, and then back down the front of the body. So whenever we lose that connection, we just reestablish that tongue, the top of the roof of the mouth, and reestablish breathing through the diaphragm, and relax the pelvic floor, feeling our hands, and then we can bring our hands just up the back body. And as we breathe out, we bring the hands down the front body. You're bringing that somatosensory awareness to keep you out of the default mode network. And as you continue to do this, you build this charge, this increased whole body awareness, and continue in this figure 8 flow of bringing the cerebral spinal fluid and this cold plasma of oxygen and nitrogen up to the third eye, up to the third ventricle of the brain, and allow the heart rate variability to seal in this connection between Vishnu at the heart center, Brahma down at the perineum of the sacrum, and lastly Shiva down up at the third eye. These three are one. They're different aspects of chi. They're different electrical vibrations. They're the movement from survival mode with Brahma, to try to reproduce and to eat, these survival instincts that govern our biology. But once the signal has made it up from the perineum area to the heart center, Vishnu relaxes on his couch and we enter creator mode. We feel a lot more stable because we have created a yogic link between our 3 lower chakras and the middle or heart chakra, the bridge. As we connect the tongue to the roof, we pass this energy, this current of ions up through the 5th chakra point. And as we tilt the head down and tuck the chin into the chest, tuck in Mula Bandha, the root chakra, bring the navel to the spine, we can relax and let this nourishing cerebral spinal fluid and this oxygen, nitrogen plasma all to enter the brain. So we have this violet indigo light shimmering with the biophotonic expression. And we have the CSF, cerebral spinal fluid, nourishing the brain. At this moment, you can meditate and give your thanks. the one infinite creator, send your love and light and bless those all around you. Bless everyone you can think of. Just send out those blessings because that is our job as starseeds, just to send out this energy. Om Shanti Om.
You've got it 2.0. You hear the lightning crash inside your soul and glow, falling behind yourself, but you still run the show, tripping over your head, but you refuse to slow. Go back and lie in bed. You feel that undertow, but spirit in your chest keep telling you to grow. Get back up, fill your cup, feel the sun rising. Your heart don't interrupt. Fill your cup, you got a life to live. Now rise up, resist. Don't desist, I must insist you find your bliss. Hold up your fist, you can't be missed. Cajun Messiah in the mist. Hey, 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 hey. Rise up, écoutez s'il vous plaît. C'est le temps pour réveiller en français. The time is short, I must record. Réveiller, c'est le temps pour réveiller. Dieu béni, feu follet. I claim my destiny. I'm marching through the bayou. From Acadie, legacy that still guide you. Cajun Messiah, je marche avec la foi. Aujourd'hui, ça c'est bon ici. Fais-le pour toi. Get back up, fill your cup, feel the sun rising. Your heart, turn the volume up. Fill your cup, you got a life to live. Now rise up, resist. Don't desist, I must insist you find your bliss. Hold up your fist, you can't be missed. Cajun Messiah in the mist. Keep that beat in your chest like a second line. Every cent